Okay, for the early birds, we're running a little bit late, but getting set up here. Start the APU. Yep, looks like it's a runway 5 departure based on the wind. Let's get the QNH. QNH is 2978. And I've got that set up. Okay, let's get APU on the bus. Okay, dual bleeds on. Okay. Let's just double check. APU generator is generating. Alright, so let's remove the ground power. Ground power off. Disconnect ground air. Okay, so we got the APU running. Temperature is comfortable in the cabin. Passengers have boarded. Alright, let's just announce our intention to push back. Halifax traffic. Flare 6:55 out of gate 20. We'll be pushing back facing south shortly, and Halifax traffic. Okay, let's request. Push back.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
No worries. Okay, before start, flight deck doors close, fuel pumps are on. Well, we won't put them on yet because we're not allowed to start until then. Windows locked. MCP has been set. Takeoff speeds have been set. CDU pre-flight completed. Rudder and aileron trims are set. 6.8 required.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
6.8 set. Taxi and takeoff briefing. We just completed it. Anti-collision lights on. Okay.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
We're gonna push back nose left. Okay, only less than 10 minutes late, but
Locking gear.
hopefully we'll be able to make up some of that on the way. hours left.
Release parking brakes, please.
Parking brake released.
Commencing
it's
push.
23:35.
Due to icing conditions, please stand by for engine start until push is completed and brakes are set.
5 minutes late on the pushback. Looks like the air bridge was not retracted. Take off the timer now. So today's flight is gonna be about an hour and a half airtime. No, 2 hours airtime. Maybe 2 hours, 5 minutes. And we're on the way to Toronto.
On taxiway.
Please set parking brakes.
Parking brake set.
Unlocking gear.
Alright, let's get the fuel pumps on in anticipation of starting up. Turn the packs off just for the startup.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Lock fuel. We've got the fuel. Passenger signs are on. Okay, windows locked. MCP set. Takeoff speed set. CDU pre-flight completed. Rudder aileron trims free and 0. And taxi takeoff briefing has been completed. Anti-collision lights are on. So we're ready to start. Okay, starting engine number 2. N1 rising, 20% motoring. N2 rising, 25% fuel flow on. So we're going to taxi by the apron to Alpha, Alpha to Juliet, holding point runway 05. Okay, so today we're on Flair Flight 655. We have 179 passengers on board. That's 10 shy of a full flight, and we are raring to go. 5 minutes delayed on the pushback, but I think we'll make it up. I hope we'll make it up. Our cruise altitude today will be flight level 360, and let's check the landing altitude. Just want to make sure I've got that set up. We think it's going to be 6 left, which would be elevation 529. Which is closest to 550. Okay, engine number 2 started. Engine number 1 started. N2 alive, rising past 10%. 15%. Motor. %, 25% fuel flow on. Alright, both engines started. Okay, let's put engine 2 on the bus. Okay, engine 2 is on the bus, engine 1 on the bus. Engine 1 on the bus. Okay. Back to auto, and we got those on, so we don't need the generator anymore. Let's turn the APU off, APU bleed off. Okay, let's reset. Okay, let's do the flow. Yaw damper on, switch is normal. Bright, dim, bright, fuel pump set. Okay, park, wind wipers parked, taxi light on. Start switches to continuous, probe heat on, anti-ice. Let's do it. Anti-ice and wing anti-ice on. Okay, thanks. Auto. Isolation valve auto. Okay, we're set. Landing altitude set. We are ready for that. Flaps to 5. Check the controls. Left, centered, right, centered, forward, centered, back, centered, rudder pedal, left, centered, right, centered. Okay, system off. Engine off. Let's reset the fuel flow one more time. Okay, we are ready. Okay, before taxi checklist. Generators on, probe heat on, anti-ice on, isolation valves auto, engine start switches continuous, recall checked, auto brake RTO, engine start levers idle detent, flight controls checked, ground equipment clear before taxi checklist completed. Okay folks, we're on our way. Halifax traffic flare 655 is taxiing to holding point runway 5 via Alpha and to Juliet and holding point 05. Halifax traffic. Okay, taxi lights on. Parking brake released. Let's go. No controllers have pinged me. So once airborne, and after we've climbed above, I think it's 880 feet, then we are free to navigate ourselves to the waypoint Kelno, which will be a left-hand turn for us. So the nice thing about going down to the holding point runway 05 is you get to pass by all these hangars to the right. I think I've got 3 aircraft in the scenery that are not unmanned. So for example, that Air Canada there, I don't think is an actual flying pilot. Static scenery. Not this next one, it's the one after that, which will be Juliet. So let's start slowing down. It's a 10,500 foot runway, so I guess you could take Bravo, but why not use up all the available runway? Alright, let's just double check. Put everything we need on. Strobes on. Double check, we got Mode Charlie. Mode Charlie. Boston Center is up.
On runway 05.
Okay, before takeoff checklist, flaps are set in green. Stabilizer trim has been set at 6.8 units. Takeoff checklist completed. Okay. Thrust to 40%. Forward pressure under controls. Toga. So we are on a takeoff 1.
Eighty knots.
Release forward pressure. Rotate. Positive rate. Gear up. Command mode. Alright, we should track the runway heading. Flaps 1. Okay, lights off. Okay, after takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist. Engine bleeds on, packs on auto. Landing gear is up, flaps up, no lights. After takeoff check completed. Sorry folks, we'll let you have a look at our path here. We're heading for Kelno now. Let's look it up. Boston Center is 134.7. Should almost memorize that. Okay, we got that dialed in. cabin climb is I can't see the units, but it is positive. Okay, and cabin altitude right now is looks like 4,000 feet. Differential pressure is 4.8. Alright, start switches to auto, and we can let folks out of that seat. Emergency lights went on. Okay. Alright. Miles from Vigdu, I imagine. But we don't know who else is up. Yeah. So far it's just Boston. So we'll put a 20-mile circle around Vigdu. And we should see that right here. At this point, if we don't hear from Boston, we can raise them. I suspect he'll ping us by that point. Standard on the barometric pressure. Now we'll take a fuel burn reading. Right, looks like it's going to be 14.6 at Kelvin. $200 more fuel on board than the plane. Not a problem. Okay, I'm just going to study this Vigdu. But at Millinocket, we can train ourselves to Millinocket 117.9. And then we got Millinocket 178. And just for grins, let's take a look at how far Millinocket is. Millinocket is here. So Millinocket. 172 miles away, 173 by the VOR, so that's kind of interesting. Very close. But we're picking up the VOR already. Kelno actually is 14.7. And Mound is 89 miles away. So let me just have a little coffee and then we will start planning for our arrival. Zero. Unicom traffic, flare 655 is passing flight level 333 for 350, but we're going to step up continuously up to 310. Yeah, we're headed up to 360, but we'd like to go direct to 380, so we'll set up for that and continue on to flight level 380 Unicom traffic. So let's do that here. 380. We'll punch it into our cruise out. This does mean we'll be maybe burning a little bit less than the plan, but no sense wasting fuel. Okay, so now we have 380 up there. We're going to dial it up to 380 here. Okay, 380 in 3 places. We're set. Position of the topper climb has been adjusted. Strong headwinds these days. It would be easier to fly in the opposite direction for these events, but you know, that's Moncton Monday. Okay, it is for primary approach is 24 left. Secondary approach is 23. Let's just let's follow what they want to do today. Instead of choosing 23, which we normally would, because that's closer to our gate. But might be a good idea just to get familiar with taxiing from 24 left. QNH in Toronto is 29058. 24 left. I don't have anything. Okay, so let's do it this way. Change it to 24 left. Okay, 24 left. We're going to do ILS 24 left final. Yeah, still a ragged 5. Still a ragged 5. Okay. So, but is it essential? That's the question. No, let's just do. It's not central. So. Let's, so it's still going to be a ragged 5. So ragged 5, and it is a 2-gear. So execute. Okay, let's step through that. Just make sure that looks okay. Dodo, duck soup. Okay, discontinuities. Yep, have to kind of solve that. Yep. Straight in. Okay, 24 left.
Kilo, Mike, Victor, Mike, automated weather observation. 180.
So we'll pick up 24 left. Bring it over to position 1 on the fixed page and do our 4-mile ring, 10-mile ring, 20-mile ring, and we are set.
Altimeter 3024. Kilo, Echo, Papa, Mike, automated weather observation. 1807. Zulu. Wind 327 at 1.
I'm going to switch over to Boston.
Thank you, Oscar 6520, Roger. Do you want VFR flight following?
American 142 back over.
American 142, Roger. And Coast Guard 6520, departure will be this frequency, squawk 7020.
Okay, decision height
Coast
for
Guard 6520 is on this frequency, and just advise ready for departure.
it's going to be 747, so 750 for us, decision height.
Six 542 Victor Boston Center, hello, cleared to the Boston Airport via planetary controlled airspace, direct Keene, correction, direct Gardner, and it's filed. Climb and maintain
approach.
5000, departure this frequency, squawk 0034, hold for release.
$3,000.
6542 Victory, back is correct. Advise its frequency, number, and weather for departure.
Intercept 3,000 feet. Okay. 3,000 is the number.
Southwest 1967, that's approved as requested. Delta 5816, cross crank at maintain 7000, the steward altimeter 2978. Delta 5816, cross crank at maintain.
We're having difficulty getting this altitude.
American 141, contact New York approach 128.12, up and in.
Airport's a bit rolling up on runway 26.
Let's just slow down to Mach decimal 78.
Number 6542, Victor, release for departure time 0019, clearance void, if not airborne in 5 minutes. Advise this frequency no later than 0030, your intention to change devices. Flight 227, contact New York 128.12, have a good night. It's 128.12.
Okay. So, plan fuel.
Coast Guard 6520, departure from the ramp will be at your own risk. Report
7.5. I think we're going to be there. So 7.5.
United 932 Boston, sir.
Yes, sir. I don't see a little stuff in front of me. What says we can step out the site of computer.
145.2.
United 932, that is approved as requested.
Okay, 4 left. So we want to vacate at Delta 4 is the best place. We could do Delta 2, but that's a
Coast Guard 6520
so Delta
Boston,
4.
center
I
headed.
would say auto brakes 2 should be sufficient.
Coast Guard
It's only
6520,
9,000
contact
now.
passing 700.
Let's just do auto brakes 3 just in case.
Roger that.
Okay.
Coast Guard 6520, veer for altitude at your discretion.
Correct. Thanks, sir.
6542 Victor, your radar contact, climb and maintain 5000. The keen altimeter is 2977.
Ah, okay. That's probably Boston Center. So he is contacting us by mound, it looks like. Yeah, 134.7.
Beaver 33 Kilo, contact New York approach 128.12. Have a good night.
Boston Center, flare 655 is with you at flight level 380 inbound, Big Do.
Flare 655 Boston Center, hello. I don't see a flight plan, can you file please?
Roger, we'll file it.
Number 755, Hotel Foxtrot, rear contact lost. Flare 655, squawk 7007.
7007. squawking 7007, flare 655.
Number 108 Papa Boston Center, hello, clear to the Boston Airport via radar vectors wounds and its miles. Climb maintain 2000, expect 5000, 1 minutes after departure. Departure frequency squawk 0072. Zero Papa readback is correct, fast ready to taxi information tango.
Okay, so the next ATC we're going to be switching to, let's just check it here.
Looks like Boston raising.
I think Toronto is up.
So
So we're with Boston now. So the next one, unless Montreal comes in, we're going to be Toronto Center. So Toronto Center.
Number 11, was it 111 with you?
correct, number 1 triple.
So Toronto Center, first approach. Maybe his arrivals.
Zebra 3 Boston Center, squawk 1325.
Toronto arrival is Toronto terminal approach is 119.3. Not sure which one happens first. And then tower. Let's see, do they have a tower? They do have a tower. So Toronto tower is 118.7. Okay. Looks like UNH is 2961 now. At Mound we had 13.3. Check our VNAV. Yeah, we're at optimal flight level now.
That was 1967.
And Big Do's coming up now. Might as well record that.
Or 108 Papa, runway 23, taxi via Mike, advisory for departure. I'm sorry, via Alpha.
Okay, 12.9. Unless it changes in 5 miles time. Oh no, it is 12. And then Canby is coming up next, looking like 12.8.
6542 Victor, contact Boston approach 133.0 minutes. Very nothing, yeah.
All right.
10 Pop on departure, fly runway heading, wind at Providence
Okay,
2207,
looks like it's going to be 12.9
pickup.
at Canby. All right, let's do the approach briefing. I'm going to do that in full daylight mode. And let's see, for 24, this one. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So the first point in our arrivals, which is the Ragged 5 arrival with a 2-gear transition. Let's step through it.
Air Trainer 979 Boston Center. Hello, clear to the
Okay,
Bradley Airport.
Tucumcari has no
Control
restrictions.
airspace direct to Albany, then as filed.
Next point
maintain
is
10,000. Expect
Libum or
flight level.
Libum.
Correction, expect
Next
17,000.
is
1 minutes
ITSAP.
after departure.
No
Squawk
restrictions.
4723. Hold for
Woodnox.
release.
Woodnox, no restrictions. Ragged. Okay, Ragged. And
Air Trainer
then,
979 readback is correct. Advise the
Dinka.
frequency number 1 ready for departure.
And Dinka, we have to be at 220 knots and 7,000 feet, and that's indicated. Okay. And then from Dinka to Amilu, and Amilu has no restrictions, and Ebdal. Or Lizdu, right?
Center
Lizdu.
13 Papa, Airborne passing 1,100.
Lizdu, okay. Lizdu, no restrictions. And then really we're into the arrivals, so that's 24 left, 237 initially, which is the runway heading.
10 Papa, your radar contact. Climb maintain
So,
5,000.
previous
Proceed direct wind.
Restaurant up to 5,000, 13 Papa, thank you.
And then Q-Rex, next page, Q-Rex.
And when Whiskey Golf, you said you're ready for departure.
Q-Rex, we have to be on the glide slope at
Number 1
1,970
Whiskey Golf,
feet.
Roger, release for departure. Time
That's there.
0032. Clearance point if not
And
airborne in
then,
5 minutes. Advise this frequency no later than
runway.
0045 in your intention.
And 579
Alright, we'll
feet.
leave for departure, boarding off 5 minutes.
Okay, now in the event of a missed approach,
At 45 past the hour. Sir.
we're gonna climb heading 237 initially, which is the runway heading, to 1.5 of IDP. And IDP is the ILS. So 1.5. Yeah. And then
Southwest
Then
1967
left
contact
turn
Washington
to
Center
3,000
133.72.
heading 159 to intercept outbound YY Yankee Yankee Zulu VOR radial of 189. Okay, so what we could do, since we're not going to do a an auto land, we could just plug in Yankee Yankee Zulu VOR.
Austin Center, this is Air Canada 771, passing 10,000 for 14,000.
Air Canada 771 Boston Center, hello, climb maintain flight level 380.
112.
Climb maintain flight level 380.
It's time to do a missed approach. So, assuming that we still got LNAV, VNAV, and command mode on, when we hit the toga, it should automatically follow that. Okay, so once we're on the ground, then we want to vacate probably at Delta 4. We've set auto brakes 3 for that. Might not even have to do any manual braking for that. But better be safe than sorry. This aircraft tends to need more brakes than I think it's supposed to. Okay, so then we'll probably come back on Charlie, and then we'll have to go on Alpha, and then right onto Alpha Tango, and then Alpha 3 is going to be over here somewhere. Let me just check that. We did choose Alpha 3 for this. Yes, we did. Okay. All right, so that's our approach briefing completed. Victor, any concerns, any threats? We did talk about crosswinds coming in to Toronto. Let's take a look at what Toronto conditions are now. So Toronto right now,
American 142, leave my airspace. Moncton Center's offline. Change to advisories approved. Definite.
just turn me back to Unicom. That's what I think. Okay, time for an outside shot. That's us.
Good evening. American 300 port density 100, climbing 314.
American 300 Boston Center, hello, climb maintains level 320.
Climb maintain port density 320.
Number 8, correction, November 108, Papa, contact Boston approach 13, Boston approach 133.0, good night.
Boston approach 32, nothing, sir, 12, Papa, thank you, good night.
Out the right window. And straight ahead. So had we flown from Dulles today, we would have had
Air
DC
Trainer
Center.
944, advise the weather and no attempts for Saratoga, and when able, say approach request.
Roger.
No aircraft in my vicinity.
Boston Center, Air Trainer 944, have the note and the weather for Saratoga Springs. Requesting RNAV. I'm certain I didn't see that one. Sorry.
Yeah, it's an old approach. It's linked on the wings page if you want to get the flights there. 40, clearance void is not airborne in 5 minutes. Advise the frequency no later than 0010 of your intentions. Discretion 0100 intentions. Change to advisory approved.
Boston Center, Air Trainer 944. This is my GTN 750. I can't load that approach.
Air Trainer 944. Yeah, it's not going to show up on anything new. It's an old approach, but do you have the ability to navigate to the VOR? Because you can just use the VOR for it.
Copy, yes. Affirmative. I can navigate to the VOR.
Alright, Air Trainer 944 is going to maintain 5,000, the Albany altimeter 2974.
Send to maintain 5,000. I'll be out. Air Trainer 944.
Scotia 944 at Cambridge, join the VOR approach to Saratoga County.
At Cambridge, join the VRR approach. Scotia 944. That's the 293 outbound Cambridge, right? Correct?
Scotia 944 is correct.
Just setting up a thumbnail for the
Scotia 944 across Cambridge at or above 5,000, cleared VOR approach.
Across Cambridge at about 5,000, clear to...
setting up a thumbnail for the video.
For the VOR DME approach. All right.
$6520, Coast Guard 6520. If you're still with me, that area has got minimum reception of 6,000 feet, so I probably won't be able to pick you up in that area. Jet 512 Boston Center, hello, cross news at maintains level 270.
Don't know why they've got 2 carrots for us. I must still be online because I can hear the radio. Boston Tower, Boston Approach, Boston Center, Toronto Center 125.775. My bet is that Boston Center switches me to Unico. Just saying.
Boston Center, good evening, United 94 at 350. We're going to be sending in Stella 1.
Okay.
United 904 Boston Center, hello, cross lead at maintain level 230.
Lead 23.
Mike Lima Tango was 12.5.
230, we're sweet.
Oh, sweet. 230. Roger.
Boston Center, red 1267, passing 9,300.
American 1227 Boston Center, good evening, climb maintain level 380.
I'll maintain level 380, that's like 12.7.
We're getting very close to the border with the fur with Montreal, and I think we're just going to get cut off. I mean, we'll be handed off to Unico. is what I think. So it's Durdo, it's before Durdo.
Boston Center, Delta 4928 Heavy, 137 for 170, direct Rocky.
Delta 4928 Boston Center, good evening, climb maintains level 290.
We'll climb it up to 290, Delta 4928 Heavy.
Center, good evening, Star Trek 829, climbing 10,000, Highland 7.
Star Trek 829 Boston Center, hold climb maintains level 380.
Up to 380, Star Trek 829.
Flare 655, leave my airspace, Montreal Center offline, change advisory to group, definite.
Right, over to Unicom, flare 655, good night.
United 932, leave my airspace, Moncton Center.
Alright, but I can't stand this. So let's set up for Toronto Center, which is 125775.
Visibility greater than 20 miles. Sky condition 2,800 scattered. Temperature.
Toronto Center, this is Toronto Center. I don't know if we can pick them up or not. I think we're starting to stabilize, and I'm going to try to increase our speed now. Okay, we're out of control. Okay guys, and I will be right back.
Chef, Papa, can I know the next frequency that I think? Alright, 123, that's right, thank you. I'm requesting leaving about 5 minutes. Thank you very much.
Alright, I'm back. It's not on the flight plan, but you can see it there, CYUL.
Good evening, Air Canada 100 Heavy. With you, spoke I did. Great.
Dex is 11.3.
Thank you, I don't have 3801.
I don't think we need the anti-ice right now.
That is 651, ready to start particle for zero. Mission off for plan.
Still far away from Toronto Center.
Yep, that's one ready.
And it's going to be 2 gear, actually. Actually, I take that back.
Chef, back to the cockpit.
Yeah, I guess it's 2 gear. Because before 2 gear, it's all Montreal Center. And our top of descent is just after Libra. So there's 2 gear up here. Shut down the airports. About 160 miles before we get any kind of handoff. And in fact, if I look at the fixed page, and 2 gear. Well, it's about 181 miles to go.
Okay, when ready, this is to 8,000. Throttle altitude 2960. Expect with the full level. 155, close off 661. Alright, the next is 1 second.
Okay, Mutip 11.2.
American 56, current center, good day, climb button 330.
So based on this, I'm going to guess that we're going to be 0.5 over by the time we land. So let's say we're going to put 8 plus 137 is...
Inaba 9 arrival, transition Roswell, expect the runway 24 left, ILS, information Oscar.
145.7.
Taking a moment here, Roger, thanks.
Not a crazy amount of traffic today. I don't see any aircraft on my scope. Group of 11,000 pounds. How are we tracking? So right now, computer says we're going to be in Toronto at 0207, and we took off only 5 minutes late, so according to the plan, 0205 is the arrival time. He's got 0207, so we're in the ballpark. We did slow down because we're now going decimal 79 instead of decimal 796. But we were starting to get a bit wobbly, and we pushed out 5 minutes late.
United 265 to stand at 13,000, this one altimeter 296.
It's now saying 207 instead of 205.
United 265, yep, descent 13,000.
Not much in it.
There's 1023, are you ready?
Landing at the runway at 0207. Okay. So then we're going to have to taxi in 10 minutes, 217.
Toronto Air Camel 5
917. So we're landing at
You're going to
207.
You got any idea how far up the cloud goes?
You're going to 56, sorry, say that again?
Have you got any idea how far up the cloud goes?
Halifax coming up at 61 miles.
You've got 1023 current center, back at that.
Over Montreal now. Oh.
Roger, 1022, thanks. Identified descending below flight level 190, descent of 1111,000, expedite descent, on altimeter 296.1, climb below.
I'm surprised at the lack of traffic. It is nobody. Maybe I'll try a flight from Boston the next time.
Center grade, climb flight level 350. Air Canada 1023, contact arrival 132.8. You identified for the 5 o'clock. 26 seconds.
No.
That is 6-5 contact arrival 132.1.
Montreal.
Yeah. Push at 32.61. Ready to fast flight level.
That's the Montreal airport. Straight ahead. Should be 2 parallel runways.
Should 26 seconds. Yeah, that's my bad angle all day.
No worries.
Ship 1526, center grade, clock height up. There's 17.5 Roger. 26 you're identified. For the 60, continue to climb 35.
Air Canada 110 highway, ready to descend.
Air Canada 110, descent flight level 0, information after 5.
Information Oscar upon 3, descent to go 0, Air Canada 110.
So we're just Passing over Montreal now. And we're in Quebec, but you can see the border between Quebec and Ontario. And then we're going to pass over Ottawa. And then we get to Tucure. And that's when we turn southwesterly towards Toronto. And that is Lake Ontario that will be passing along to our
Delta
left.
6112, Toronto Center, good day, climb level 35. China 2311, Toronto Center, good day, squawk 057.
In Toronto again. Toronto weather. Okay, broken at flight level 240. Visibility 24 kilometers, so that's good.
Air Channel 7.
The wind is coming from the north now.
Number 771.
I wonder if we're going to do a runway switch. QNH is 2959. It's coming from the north.
Thank you, identified some.
Check the date is on that. Still changing.
Toronto, good evening, Air Canada, 13,000 for 15,000.
Air Canada 1027,
Still
Toronto,
doing
good day,
it.
climb level
24,
Flight 230, Air Canada 1027.
24 left.
Air Canada 56, control center is offline, so then it is terminated, change our music to the flight.
So we have 24 left.
Air Canada 56, control center is offline, so then it is terminated, change our music to the flight.
Sophie Income on today. Air Canada 56, thanks for your service.
Yep. That 100 turns on a good 8, go ahead in. Left 100, you identified, level 3701. Air Canada 71, 771, when ready, descend at 17,000. G28, stop the climb, but it will 30. Stop climb, but it will 30. The next 223, Toronto Center, good day, rock ahead in. FedEx 223, you're identified by level 3701. Wait, after the traffic, turn left heading 09. Left heading 09. 32, climb flight level 350. Delta 1500, descent to level 240, information off the climb, what up?
Air Canada 151, passing 13,000 for 15,000.
Air Canada 151, Toronto, good day, climb flight level 230.
Up to 230, Air Canada 151.
United 1727, contact Boston Center, 13 for up to 7.
Small Center, FedEx 223, approaching top of the stand. We're taking the number 6 arrival right now.
FedEx 223, ready, descent for level 240, information Oscar 5.
We'll descend down to flight level.
Shed 2713, Toronto Center, good day, climb flight level 250. Jet 57, FM, what's that? Squawk right down. Air 57, you're identified for the full 101.
And 17, 57,
yeah. Delta. Roger that, ARC. Roger that, maintain that move rate. Watch at 2713, speed 300 or less. Shooting 27 stayers, seat space on.
Mach decimal 78 for Rouge.
Roger that, Mach 78, yeah, maintain Mach 78.
Roger, maintain decimal 78,000.
China 311,
To ask me for runway 23 for FedEx 223.
Roger that. Call on the Mike Lima, Toronto Center,
Air Canada 151, should I keep maintaining flight level 230?
Air Canada 151, even better, Cleveland Center is offline, program until the termination change on route into the flight.
Frequency change to Unicom, Air Canada 151, see ya.
Toronto Center, Flare 655 is with you, level at flight level 380, inbound to gear.
655, Toronto Center, Smoke Head.
Trump 7957 heavy, slow.
At Delta 5900, descent at 130,000, front Alpha 15 down and 59. Air Canada 227, Toronto Center, Smoke Head. Aircraft 227 yard up, height descending below level 280, continue to descend 17,000, on altimeter 295 or 5 below.
17,000, altimeter 295
Toronto Tower, Halifax 514. I've been waiting for about 20 minutes for you to call me, but here we are, descending through 25.
7514, Toronto Center, block that. Thanks, identified descending below 150, continue to descend to 17,000, strong altimeter 295, 905 below.
For the Halifax 514, down 17.
Toronto Center, flare 655, did you get me?
Flare 655, thanks for delay, you are identified, level 3801.
Okay. He got me.
FedEx 223, contact arrival 132 decimal 8.
Contacting arrival 132.8, FedEx 223, thanks.
Aircraft 227, what's the plan speed and transition?
Second 227, right now we're at 300.
Aircraft 227, roger. Delta 5032, contact Boston Center 134, stop.
Over.
Yeah.
Center, you can get over 660 box trip. Niagara Falls, Toronto.
660 Fox, Rod, the Toronto Center, good day. Unable to provide service at the moment. The Fox VFR and contact departure 13 decimal 8, the last service.
Alright, let's make point.
Aircraft 771, descent 11,000.
11,000, Aircraft 770.
Delta 500, contact arrival 132 decimal 8.
32 decimal 8. And Toronto Center, Delta 10.2, descending by the link 3 arrival. That is 0,
Well, we still got 25 arrivals. And 26 departures.
Center, Canadian Express 136 is just north of Holland Landing Air Park at 3,000.
Charlie X-ray Alpha 136, Toronto Center, good day. Stand by, I'll call you back. Delta 1020. What's the time speed and transition?
Probably 230.
Make on 10. 22. Okay, speed 220 or less in the transition, please.
220 or less.
United 57, descent 11,000, Toronto altimeter 2959.
7,000, not continental.
American 227, descent 11,000. Okay, can I 771 contact arrival 132 decimal 8.
Roger arrival on 132 decimal 8, thanks.
Toronto Center, flare 655 is 20 miles from top of descent.
Flare 655, when ready, descent flight level 240, information, pop-up plan 2
Okay, descend to 240 when ready, and information Papa, and expect 24 left. Flare 655.
Descent to the huge, you can bring this feedback down, that will help.
Alright, we are bringing back now.
Back in the sequence, turn left, heading 320.
Left 320.
I think we did plan to add 5 to the estimate.
Toronto Center,
Paper.
good evening. This is Delta White
So that would be 8.
flight level 23, Deering to
256.
Something 5-1, so roger that, D25.
Alright, descending now.
250, 514.
Let's go through our descent checklist. Pressurization, landing altitude.
Delta Mike CD4
Has
at
been set.
flight level 23.
Recall. Check.
Direct to
Auto brakes set to 3. Landing data.
Wake up.
VREF flap 30 146. And the approach briefing was completed earlier. Descent checklist complete.
Delta 10, can you see descent 1000, expedite descent, please?
So we think
Delta 10, 22, descent 1000, expedite descent.
Toronto arrivals is 132.8. Looks cloudy.
Delta 10, 20,
We were told it would be broken at 24,000 feet. That's what it looks like.
Delta 10, 22, descent 1000, expedite descent.
One of those things.
Delta 10, 22, just because you're too close and too high, I'm going to make you around, then I'll get you back on course.
No problem, we can head back.
Fine.
And when ready to send level 280, plan runway 23, Rouge 1526.
Center, did you notify the Mr. Cole for arrival?
Yeah, 57, arrival 132.8, I completely apologize, it's just a bit busy.
No problem, 328, that's an answer.
2.8, so arrivals will be next.
Delta 1022 left turn 090. United 250, turn center, good day, climb flight level 370. Pacific 370, Toronto, good evening, Air Canada 118, Air Canada 118, Toronto Center, squawk IDA. 14 contact arrival 13.8.
32.8, so make 514, have a good night.
American 1049, Toronto Center, good day. Delta 1062 left turn 030.
030.
Delta 1022, you pursue direct lane, rejoin the tower.
Vision, direct lane.
Toronto Center, flare 655, requesting lower.
Watchcat 3360 for contact Boston Center, 134 south. PS 63 Toronto Center and 266.
Yep, we just got over level 15,000.
PS 63 Toronto Center, good day, climb flight level 230.
Climb flight level 230, UPS 63 heavy.
Charlie X-ray Alpha 136 Toronto Center, sorry for the delay, what's your time?
We're headed to Midland for only here now, so I guess that'll be Unicom for landing. We'll just go there. You're busy, no problem at all. We only really needed the flight following when we were in Charlie.
Charlie X-ray Alpha 136, yep, okay, you can reach Unicom 1.8 block of VFR, and I apologize again.
Yeah, no problem. You had bigger things to deal with. There's no worries. I just wanted to be covered at least while I was in the Toronto Charlie, so we're all good. Thanks for the coverage. See ya. KXS 136, we'll need to go.
Toronto Center, flare 655 is level at flight level 240, requesting lower.
Flare 655, descent 7,000, on altimeter 29er59er.
Descend 7,000, 29er59er, flare 655.
UPS 63 Cleveland's offline, Unicom 1.8 into the flight.
1 to 2.8, UPS 63 heavy. Thanks for all your help, Steve. Really appreciate you.
Yep. Air Canada 8556, that's 8556. Air Canada 8556, maritime today.
Toronto, good evening, American 903 Heavy with you, about 30 miles southwest of Query, flight level 390.
American 93, Toronto Center today, squawk IDA.
IDA 9er.
United 250, bridge direct Hank, Hotel Alpha November Kilo Kilo.
Direct Hank, United 250.
Clipper 203, Toronto Center today, climb flight level 230. American 903, you're identified, Federal 390, welcome. China 311, when ready, descend for level 280, information pop up, line 23.
I'm ready down to level 280, information pop line, flying 123, China 311.
Delta 1022, contact arrival 132.8, have a good day.
132.8,
Toronto arrival should be next.
FedEx 934 Tango, Toronto Center, good day, climb for level 370. 370. American 1049, Cleveland offline, surveillance service terminated, change on the return flight. American 1049, Cleveland Center is offline, get a couple of doesn't flight, good day.
Speaking, we're going to be landing in about 15 minutes. Appreciate it. Return to your seats as you see.
Air Canada 85, 56 airspeed. 65. FedEx 934 Tango speaking 50. 50 here to Cleveland offline, surveillance service termination, change on the return flight. Yeah. American 903, when ready, descend for level 240, information pop up line 23.
240, correction, descend, maintain, level 240, pilot's discretion, and we'll expect 23 for American 903.
American 903, action is make it 24 left, climb to 2 left.
Alright, 24 left for American 903, have we got it, thanks.
24 left.
Toronto Center, good evening, Delta 2115, about 17 miles to the east of Buffalo, descending.
Now 280, Rouge 1526.
Delta 2115, you're identified, descending for level 280, continue to descend 17,000, 1 altimeter 2959, 5 to 2 left, pop up there.
Okay, we do have Papa. We'll descend now to 17,000, and we'll expect 24 left for Delta 2115.
In Center Rouge 1526, did you want us to keep up Mach 78, or is it our own speed on descent?
Rouge 1526, what's the planned speed expansion?
It'll be about 260 knots.
266, okay, speed 260, expansion.
Roger, 260.
See, an aircraft is on this arrival, about 9,000 feet below us.
260, expansion.
Speed 260 to transition, 10311.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you store any electronic devices until we are safely parked at the gate. as use of such devices could interfere with the electronic landing equipment on board the aircraft. In final preparation for landing, please ensure your seatbelts are securely fastened, your seat backs are in the upright position, and your tray tables are stowed. Any hand luggage should be underneath the seat in front of you or placed in the overhead locker. The flight attendants will pass you through the cabin one last time to complete their final compliance check and to collect any remaining cups or glasses.
We appreciate it.
Alias Interior, Channel 66, that's out of 210 with you. Air Channel 66, Toronto Center, squawk high down. Watch at 212, Cleveland's offline. Excuse me, Montreal's offline, so random service terminates, take down.
Right with the bus at 212, have a good day.
So we want to be at 220 knots at Denver.
Delta 7115, descent 1000.
1000 for Delta 2115.
Air Channel 66, you're identified out of the 3101.
For the landing.
Air Canada 8156, okay, no worries, definitely step away when you're at plan to
Air Canada 146.
Roger that, any chance you could make it higher or 660?
Okay, we are at plan.
We need to go higher. Air Canada 8556, roger that, could you do 280? Air Canada 8556, thanks for that, let's do 280 or greater. 280. FedEx 934 Tango speeding 280, relax. Actually, FedEx 934 Tango just realized you're in Mach. What's your current Mach number?
132.8, flare 655, good day. Arrival, flare 655 is with you descending through 9,000 feet for 7,000.
Plus 655 on arrival, good evening, runway 24 left, altimeter 29 or 5900, Grenade is Papa, descend 5,000.
Descend 5,000, expect 24 left, flare 655.
Delta 10.2, turn left heading 270, clear for the left runway 24.
Okay. Approach briefing, altimeters set at 29er, 59er. Approach briefing completed. Okay, that's the Toronto VOR.
Arrivals, good evening, Delta 2115, Link 3 descending 12-8 with Papa.
On arrivals now to Toronto, we're going to turn right here, line up with the runway shortly.
24
we'll
left,
on the ground
we have
in
Papa
just a
down
few
to
minutes.
8,000, Delta 2115.
Delta 10.2, confirm you have the localizer for 24 left?
Yes, we have it for 10.2.
Delta 10.2, roger, contact tower 827.
827, 10.2.
Okay, let's do the flaps one. 100 knots.
Flare 655, descend 4,000.
Descend 4,000, flare 655. Okay, flaps 5. Go into approach mode now.
Captain Crew, take your seat for landing.
Warlock. I'm wondering if it's going to be Tower 118.7.
Toronto arrivals American 93 Heavy with you, flight level 200.
American 93 Heavy, Toronto arrival, good evening. Runway 24 left, altimeter 295 niner. Your data is Papa, descend 8,000. 5, you're clear for the ILS runway 24 left.
Clear for the ILS 24 left, flare 655.
Delta plane 115, descend 4,000.
4,000, Delta 2115.
Okay, gear down. Flaps 15. Flaps 30.
American 93 Heavy, speed 250.
250 on the speed, American 93 Heavy.
Okay.
So 655 contact tower, 18.7.
Over to 18.7, flare 655, good day. Toronto Tower, flare 655 is with you, good evening, and we are on the ILS 24 left.
Flare 655, contact, good evening. You're number 11360 for land, runway 24 left.
Cleveland 24 left, flare 655. passing through 2,000 feet.
You're going to 4240 contact.
Okay, runway inside. Okay, use Alpha 3. Crabbing in. Okay, missed approach is 3,000 feet. Not mistaken. So set missed approach to 3,000.
Approaching minimums, 1,000.
Check.
Minimums.
Landing. Autopilot disconnect.
Approaching 2-4 left.
Foxtrot, welcome to Toronto. Exit right, Papa, and Papa.
Auto throttle disconnect.
Exit right on Papa, Papa Juliet, exit ramp, Foxtrot, thanks.
Check.
200.
Check.
100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Not a very good landing. Oh. That did not appear to be such a strong. Wow, that was
3,000
difficult.
remaining. Approaching 06 right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it will take the captain a few moments to taxi to the gate, and we ask that you remain seated with your seatbelt securely fastened until the seatbelt sign has been turned off and the aircraft comes to a complete stop at the gate. That will be the only indication that it is safe to get up and move about the cabin. We also ask that you keep the aisle
Roger,
clear of any hand luggage.
121.65, flare 655.
So we ask that you check the seatbelt pockets and overhead lockers for any articles you may have brought with you. Extra care should be taken when opening overhead lockers, as some items may have shifted during our flight. On behalf of the captain and his crew, we would like to thank you for flying with us and wish you all a pleasant stay. Thank you.
500 or 5,500?
5,500 for Golf Alpha Zulu.
Wow. We went all the way. Ground flare 655 is with you at the end of 24 left.
Golf Alpha Zulu, alright, 5,500 and your squawk 1333.
1333 Golf Alpha Zulu and 500. Correction, 5,500 to Golf Alpha Zulu.
Yep. Alright, Flare 655, I believe that was you. Where are you parking tonight?
Alpha 3, please.
Okay, Flare 655. Alright, you can taxi there via Delta, Alpha, Alpha Tango, cross runway 2 to the right.
Okay, cross 3 to right and get there by Delta Alpha Alpha Tango, flare 655. going by Delta. Delta, okay. We can do that. Yeah, not the best landing for sure. Very strange coming in 24 left. It appeared like it didn't. Aircraft didn't want me to get over to the left.
Traffic.
We'll try that again on 24 left. Otherwise, I'll try to request my 23, which doesn't seem to have any of these problems. Okay, APU on the bus. APU bleeds on. Should have a dual bleed. We got a dual bleed. Okay, keep going. Keep the strobe on across the runway threshold of 33. Okay, we've woken up ground services.
Ground, good evening, Delta 2115 off of 24 right at Delta 4, turning right on Charlie.
Delta 2115, Toronto ground. Hello. You can taxi to your parking where I assume you're going. Delta Alpha Tango across 33 right.
Delta Alpha Tango across 33 right, Delta 2115.
Sorry, correction. Charlie Alpha Tango.
Charlie Alpha Tango, thank you, Delta 2115.
Right.
Okay, look for Alpha. This is Bravo, so that next one is Alpha. Okay, so it's this one. Transponder to DA. And we're going to do a right onto Alpha Tango. You can see up there a sign, second to last building there, it says Air Canada on it. And that's where our turning is.
And VFR guys, just let me know when you're ready.
Welcome.
Okay, so it's not this one, it's the next one.
Traffic.
That's that fruit salad in the sky. Whoa, there, that was a ruse. Okay, let's slow down. This is our turn.
Ground, Rouge 1526, we're on hotel and requesting stand 126 is available.
Okay, Rouge 1526, stand 126 is available. Good news for you. You can taxi there via Hotel Bravo, Alpha Kilo, cross runway 33 right.
And Hotel Bravo, Alpha Kilo, cross runway 23 right, and stand 126, Rouge 1526.
Runway 33 right.
Stop behind him.
Correction, cross runway 33 right, Rouge 1526.
Toronto Ground, Cessna 172 Golf 58, where's Papa?
November Golf 58, Toronto Ground, hello.
Powering down at
Toronto Ground, Golf
2:19.
58 is requesting taxi to the access for circuits.
0219. Okay, request
November Golf
ground power.
58, what's your aircraft type?
Cessna 172, Golf 58.
Okay, ground power on.
Okay, Niner Golf
And
58,
APU off.
squawk
Packs
6000, 6000.
Anti-ice off. Probe heat off.
Squawk 6000, Golf 58.
Let's request deboarding.
Deboarding requested.
Okay, your damper. Because I believe, okay, was the AP off? APU is off, fuel off. Okay. Electrics off. Okay. Lights off.
Passengers deboarding starting.
It's the position lights.
Niner Golf 58, advise ready to taxi.
Ready to taxi, Niner Golf 58.
Okay, Niner Golf 58, runway 23, the wind 360 at 3, altimeter 2959er. Taxi via Alpha Delta Alpha Hotel.
Taxi via Alpha Delta Alpha Hotel for
Fuel remaining 7661. Okay, and report set times. Takeoff was at 2353 and landing was at 0208. Alright guys, we are deboarding. Another mission accomplished, but that was a bit of a hairy landing. Not so good. But let us just jot down, see how we did. Okay, for arrivals we had 2335. 2335 is when we left, so we were 5 minutes late on the pushback, and we took off at 2353. So we made up some of that, and then we landed at 0208 quite late, and parked at 0219. So what accounts for it? Maybe I was slowing down to Mach, what was that? Decimal 78. Yeah, decimal 78 instead of 796. and then we increased it back to 7.9. But yeah, so that was so we ended up being about 14 minutes late after taking off around 5 minutes late. Okay, and then the fuel remaining was 7,661, and the elapsed time was 0 to 14, 0 to 14, and 27 seconds. So how bad is that? No, that's ballpark. We were about 10 minutes longer than we expected. Okay, folks, we'll catch up on the next one. I'm not sure what the next one is, but it was good to fly with you, and we'll catch up with you later. We have 179 passengers disembarking now, and they're going to have a fun time in Toronto.